What is happening, guys? Let's dive right in and learn exactly how we created the Moog preset patch you heard in that short example. So the first thing I'm going to do is play you the isolated sound with the effects to begin with. So there you have it. That is the sound. So I'm going to take you through the patch that I created in the Minimoog. I'm using the UAD Minimoog. I'm using a trial version of it just now. I will be purchasing it. It's the best emulation of the Minimoog I have ever used. It sounds absolutely incredible, and I can't recommend it enough. So let me play you, without the effects, the sound of this patch by itself. Let's just solo this. So that is the sound. Let's dive into exactly how it is made. So what you want to do is turn the volume up on oscillator 1, turn it to sawtooth wave, leave it at 32 range or down a couple of octaves. Jump to oscillator 2, turn the volume all the way up, set it to sawtooth wave, and then you want to tune oscillator 2 up to full, essentially. And what you're doing is detuning oscillator 2 from oscillator 1. And I'm going to play you oscillator 1 by itself, oscillator 2 by itself, then bring them in together. So oscillator 1, oscillator 2, so this is tuned up about 7 semitones from the other sound, and then when you play them together, you get this really raw, dynamic driving sound, which is ideal for a techno lead or stab. So that is the wavetable setup. Next, we're going to move into the mixer. So we're mixing in white noise. We do this by enabling the toggle here, turning it to white noise and increasing the noise volume. Adds a lovely bit of texture, and it really works when you open up the cutoff filter. Next, we are adding in some overload or external input volume. It's almost like feedback or harmonic distortion. It means you don't have to add any downstream saturation processing. Have a listen, it sounds really good. If you push it too hard, it's over the top, but a little bit goes a long way. Next, we're going to go into the amp setting and the filter setting. So for the filter setting, we'll start off with the filter envelope shape. So classic stab, lead, pluck settings for this. So 10 milliseconds on the attack, not zero attack, just to let it swoop through. Short decay and very short sustain. We've got the cutoff frequency down, we've got the filter emphasis or resonance up, and we've got the contour amount or the filter envelope modulation amount up, very high, standard practice. For the ADSR, the master envelope, or the loudness contour as it's called here, we have enabled by clicking this toggle, zero attack, short decay, and literally zero sustain. I'm going to play through some of the parameters so you can hear what they all do. And that is essentially what's happening in this sound. The only other thing that I have done is add in a small amount of pitch modulation right here. The pitch bend is set to 1 semitone. Just to create a little bit more of a percussive sound and really accentuate that initial transient of the sound. And that's basically it, guys. That is it. It doesn't really matter what you do in terms of inputs. You can put in pretty much any kind of pattern, anything as simple as this, and it normally comes out sounding pretty good. Now, onto the effects. The effects, generally, very easy to make it sound good if you've already got a really solid patch. Let's turn on the effect rack that we've got here and have a listen. So, first off, we have some dynamic control from Ozone. This was predominantly for some of the bass sounds that I was using. Parallel compression, just using Ableton's bass punch and parallel preset. We have some instant delay, 8th delay. You can use Ableton delay for this. We're then using tails for some reverb, just dialing through a little bit here. Into some clipping, using gold clip and sidechain on the end. And that's basically it. As I say, you can really chuck anything on this within reason and it'll sound pretty good because the sound itself is really solid. Now, as I said, I've created multiple different presets and different sounds. I'm going to have a playthrough of some of these, and if you like them, you would like me to create a sample library of Minimoog sounds, drop me a DM, drop me an email, or drop a comment on this video, and if enough people are interested, I'll put that up on my website so you can get your hands on it. So let's have a quick playthrough of some of the other patches that I've created. So there you have it, guys. Really simple, really basic. You can't go wrong with a Minimoog. Fantastic bit of kit. Can't recommend it enough. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you need any help with your own music production of any kind, whether it's tech house, techno, any sort of electronic music, I've helped several hundred people in the last 6 to 7 years online of all different stages, ages, places, levels. Some really strong producers, some guys that are novice and new to it. I can definitely help you. I love doing it. Something I've done a lot of. So don't be shy. Reach out and we can get you making tunes that you fucking love. So hopefully you've loved this video, guys. If you have, post a comment. If you haven't, also post a comment. And if you want me to release this sample library using the Minimoog presets that I've created, just let me know. Take care.